welcome to Chapter 11, Section 2, Adding Integers. And we'll be talking about two different methods about adding integers. One is using counters. Counters is basically, you can draw little pictures, you can use plus signs. You're basically using symbols that represent a positive integer or a negative integer. Now you can use positive or negative if you want. I've seen some use smiley faces, happy faces, positive people, and sad or negative people, with or without the circle. So using counters, that means if we're adding integers and we're doing plus, 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 and we have 3, and we're adding 4, plus, 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 you then combine all of the pluses together to get 7 pluses. Okay, so that is 3 positives and 4 positives. You're adding them together, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That works for negatives as well. If you had negative 3 and you were adding a negative 4, right, you're doing negative, 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 plus a negative, 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 and now you have 7 negatives, or negative 7. So you can use it for adding or adding positive numbers or adding negative numbers. Now, using a number line. Using a number line, basically the first thing you need to do is start at 0. Start at 0. So here's a number line, and here's 0. Let's say we're doing a positive 3 with a positive 7. Well, for this one, you have 3. So start at 0 and go 1, 2, 3. Now we're at 3. And you're adding 3 more positives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now we're right here. So that was 3 with 7 more positives, which gives us 10. Now this also works with negatives. If you did 3 plus negative 7. So here's our number line starting at 0. And we're going to start at 0 and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, just like before. This time we have a negative, so we're going to go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we are now at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative 4. Negative 4 is our solution. So using the two methods are using a number line or using counters. So take a look at this example from your notes. Using counters. All right, so we're going to add 6 positive counters and 1 positive counter to the mat. So here's 6 and here's 1. Now, to come up with the answer here, there are now 7 total positive counters. So the answer is 7. Here, 6 plus 1, using a number line. So you start at 0, move 6 units to the right to show positive 6. From there, you move 1 unit right to show positive 1, and now you'll see that we are still at 7. So 6 plus 1 is 7. All right. write the following equation in words. All right, now you wouldn't say write -4 plus -3 equals -7. We're looking at the fact that you're going to use, say, find the sum -4 well, I guess you wouldn't say find. You can erase find. You would say the sum of -4 and -3 is -7. So you're dealing with the sum. All right, here's another example. This time we're going to use counters to add up the negatives. So add 5 negative counters and 3 negative counters to the mat. So here's 5 negatives, here's 3 negatives. All together, when I'm counting here, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 negative counters. And if there are 8 negative counters, the answer is -8. Now, using the number line, start at 0. Always start at 0. Move 5 units to the left to show -5. From there, move 3 more units left to show -3. So we started at 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 more, 1, 2, 3. My answer is -8. All right, now dealing with integers with different signs. If you're using counters, plus and negative cancel out. They cancel each other out. The number line, you'll go in 2 directions. So, for this one, place 7 negative counters and 3 positive counters on the mat. And then remember, counters cancel out. Cancels out. Cancels out. Cancels out. All right, you're removing them. And so next, remove as many, I guess you could say pairs as possible. And what you're left over with is your answer. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 negative counters, which means my answer is -4. All right, now using a number line, you have to move in 2 directions. So you're still starting at 0. Move 7 units to the left to show a -7. From there, move 3 units right. This is your second direction. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 back means my answer is -4. All right. Here's a key concept. Adding integers, the sum of 2 positive integers is always positive. That means a positive plus a positive. Oh, wait, let me see where I should write this. That means a positive plus a positive equals a positive. Plain and simple. A negative plus a negative is always going to be negative. Now, a positive plus a negative depends. If the positive um, we'll just say sometimes both. Could be either positive or negative. All right, so let's take a look at these using counters or a number line if necessary. I'm going to go ahead and use counters. So 4 is plus, 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 plus. Then we're adding to it a plus with a plus, and all together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 pluses. 6 pluses means the answer is 6. Now we have some negatives. Let's use counters again. Negative 2 would be a minus. A minus. You're adding 5 more minuses. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more minuses. You're adding them together, so that's 2 minus 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 negative signs. That means my answer is negative 7. The last one is combining both of them together. And let's use mark counters again. 9 negatives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7 positives. Plus, plus, plus. And from here, like the steps say, get rid of the pairs. Positive with a negative cancel out. And all that's left over is what is left over. So my answer to that is negative 2. Now, you should be able to at least do the CYUs, which are on page 579 in our problems 1 to 7 all. And then, of course, as usual, we'll do this as our class work.